Does that? Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to the Off the Script podcast. Stage Talk is back. Stage Talk edition for Chicago Pro. How's it going, lads?
Well, mate.
Good. Excellent.
There's some disturbance already. I don't know whether it's Jermaine's or Galaxy S10.
I've closed my windows. Joe, please close windows.
Yeah, definitely Galaxy S10 plus.
Good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Back to it. How you doing, Jack?
Yeah, not too bad. All good, my end.
Good stuff.
In a bit of the sun always brings out the better mood, so I think everyone can agree on that. So,
I concur.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Not too bad.
How's the diet going then? How?
I am 2 weeks, I believe. 2 weeks removed from the mini cut I did. It was only 4 weeks, I think.
Oh, you finished now. I was under the impression you were still.
No, wow, that's the problem. See, so I'm 2 weeks removed from it, and arguably probably in better condition. Because like this midweek this week saw me drop even lower than what I did coming out of my mini cut. So
that's the thing with you, isn't it? Though, because I remember I think last time you dropped some weight, or
yeah, I think it's happened. I think it's happened the past 2 mini cuts coming out of it. I've actually dropped even more. Whether that's because I'm not stressing as much over losing the weight or whatever, and maybe I haven't been that generous in terms of the calories coming out, but this time I went fairly heavy back in. I added over 1,000 calories back. I think it might have even been 1,400 back in, but I added a few more in this week now, so hopefully it'll get the scales moving. Performance is a little bit better again than what it has been in the previous sort of month, so I'm pleased with that. That might be another reason why the scales have continued to go down, so hopefully fueling some better performance. But yeah, so now I just got basically the goal is just to gain in now until hopefully prep next year. That's the plan.
Good shit. What shows are you doing next year, by the way, Jack?
There's no like I haven't fixed specific shows. Like realistically, I'm probably going to do the BNBF Welsh just because I feel obliged to, because I've done that quite a few times. Like, you know, being in Wales as well. But then I'm probably going to look to do as many as I can, really make the most of it, because that's one thing I really regret that I never, even though I did a fair few in 2017, if I'd had the chance again, I probably would have done another 2 or 3 more, you know. So making the most of it, because I've never been one to have an issue of doing multiple shows, because like realistically, there was a period of about 4 months where I probably could have stepped on stage every morning for those 4 months. Like, and without sounding stupid, it literally was that case. So if that's a similar thing next year, then I'll probably just, you know, I know they say hop into a show, but
yeah,
I'll probably hop into a few shows.
I'm probably considering that as well, to be fair. Like I'll be prepping, but I've got nothing massively set apart from Midlands Crescent Theatre, just because
you want to be the king of the Midlands.
That's it. I want a redemption arc. I want that win there. If I can place in top 3 there, if not win, of course, then that'll be ace for me.
Sure.
Right, should we get to it, folks?
Let's
let me share screen with everyone. Of course, I've left my DM.
Oh, good recovery.
Oh, who's that hard bastard?
Oh, he's one of the lads from Rotherham.
All right, I couldn't have guessed that.
To JB. Right, so let's go to the list to begin with.
Yes.
So let's run through it. So open for this weekend. We have Bednar, we've got Max Charles, we've got Klahar, we've got Cubison, we've got Kuba. Not our Kuba, but American Kuba.
Matthew Kuba.
Yeah, we've got Hunter Labrada, we've got Joseph Mackey, we've got Justin Mackey, we've got Zach Merkel, Eslam Mohammed, Hassan Mustafa, Mohammed Shaban, Seth Shaw, Brett Wilkin, and of course, Rolly Winkler, the destroyer. Is Rolly Winkler, the beast. So let's start going through them. So first off, in order, We've got Bednar. Let's take a look at this guy.
Or Slavoj.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the not so big names in the show.
Mhm.
I think, and that's potentially rightfully so. I presume is he Russian, Eastern European.
Yes, I believe so.
I think he's just going to be a bit small for this lineup. I think.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to carry a big frame either. So.
Bear in mind, he's 115 kilos, so he's what, like 250 something?
Yeah.
Fairly tall, no?
Yeah, he just doesn't seem to be like have the mass.
Yeah.
Not bad shape to him at all, but like, you know, realistically, you stand that most muscular up against say Mustafa.
Yeah.
Hassan, like that's boy v man, you know.
Very much looks like a torso sort of bodybuilder as well.
I know you say he's miles off the cutoff, but he's almost like a 212 kind of look.
Yeah. I wonder what he looks like in the crab. I wonder if, because like,
probably no better, to be honest. Like, crabs are normally pretty savage. Like, you have to be pretty big to hit a crab.
I think he's definitely in. I think he's
oh yeah, ready. The condition will be there, but
good. And I think that goes for this whole show. By the way, I think the condition across the whole lineup will be good.
I disagree to that.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it's an American show, and 80% of everyone's probably just fucking water bags. So
we'll see. We'll see. I mean, historically, Max Charles, he's been improving for a while. He's always fairly in condition. This guy's in condition. ROELLY, obviously, that's a wild guess, because that could be the difference between him winning or placing third, for example. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm confident that ROELLY will actually bring in. But back to this guy.
I'm confident this guy will not do well.
Yeah, honestly, best policy. I think he without a doubt, he's got muscle. I mean, he's a big guy. No, like weight wise, he must be what, 6 foot. Just under. To have this sort of look and be 115 plus.
Yeah.
He might be 5'3". You never know.
That would be some dense muscle fibers.
But yeah, I don't think Slavoj is going to be in my top 6.
But interesting nonetheless. I hope he brings some graininess and grit.
Who's next?
Next we've got Max Charles.
Okay, so it's a bit of a strange one for him this year, because last year we saw him do basically every show in the entire pro season. This year he hasn't done any. Put all of his eggs in one basket as such, really, isn't he? Because I don't know if he's got any other plans after this, but
so he ain't already got a choice for many, has he? So.
Well, he's not. What's he got? Tampa and Texas.
Tampa, Texas, and Spain.
I will say this is a guy who's been sort of creeping up there for a while now.
Yep.
And like, this post was the last thing he posted, but this is a flashback Friday from 2 weeks ago, so this isn't even current. So I honestly don't really know what he...
I don't expect him to be much different to what he's shown in the past.
Like, don't get me wrong, conditions always great. Always great.
Always great from the front, especially in the impressive shots with the arms, the delts, and the midsection.
Upper body's always fantastic. Legs have always been the knock on him. They are better.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see if he has managed to do anything with it. I believe it's a knee issue with him.
Yeah. Is he still working with Milos or no?
I believe so. I haven't heard anything else. But saying that, Milos hasn't posted anything.
No, he's usually quite vocal. So.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Obviously, it's hard for us to comment on him because we haven't seen him at all this year. But
you've got to get the call outs, man.
But you know, he's realistically he's a top 5 guy for sure. So
he could wipe out a lot of people if he's like on. If he's on, he's gonna knock a lot.
Especially with the condition he brings, you know, like it wouldn't be unheard of for him to pip like an out of condition ROELLY WINKLAAR, you know?
No, definitely not.
I mean, especially if ROELLY's off and he's pulling shit like this, you know. Look at this for a front lap. That's nutty.
Well, when was Rowley's last show? Was it the Arnold? 2019.
Yeah, he's been out for a while. But from what I've seen / heard, that's going to be. I think he's going to be basically what the show hinges around. Whether or not he's
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so Max, I'm confident will be top 5 probably.
Yep.
Okay, Klahar.
Big Phil, the old man of the show.
Yes.
he's got to be
50,
he's
right?
got to be 50, isn't he?
Yeah.
To be fair to him, he's a big guy as well, though.
Yeah, he's around 6 foot. So
It's, Black don't crack.
He was with Palumbo. I don't know if he still is he? I'm not sure.
I think so. I think he is.
That was Keown in 2020. That's crazy. That's a crazy comparison.
Phil Klahar just looks like that semi-retired doorman, doesn't he?
Yeah. He kind of reminds me. He's got a look of that Chef Rush guy. You know the.
Yeah.
How's that look about him? He looks like he's doing 5,000 push-ups a day.
Yeah.
It's a tough one with him though. It's like obviously he's a big guy, but there's just something missing about it. I don't know whether it's lower body.
Was it Chicago last year that he did really well at, or was it Tampa?
He did do fairly well in a couple of shows last year.
I think it was Tampa and Chicago last year. He cracked the top 6.
Are we saying he's not exactly like out of his prime yet? He's not like fading fast, you know. Like I mean,
he turned pros and masters. So
yeah, if anything, he's been on the way up.
Yeah.
So, you've got to thank those black genetics for that. But
very true. I think he's like a late starter to actual bodybuilding anyway.
Yeah, because in that picture just needs a bit more fullness in the legs, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, especially around the knee.
More fullness in the leg, maybe a bit tighter through the midsection, maybe a bit that.
Yeah. Could be. But that's always going to be an issue with age, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it? Hard to fade there first. So
he's in great shape though. Condition looks good.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this. Like if he's bringing this with a bit more fullness.
Yeah. You got to think as well. A lot of the lineup is quite young, so he can bring that separation and condition that maybe some of those guys aren't ready to. That
old gritty
tap into.
And he's a cool guy, so he has the potential to dwarf the shorter people in this lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Instagram, give me something.
It's not happening, mate.
No, because that's a good shot to compare. You know, like those two are some of the biggest guys on the circuit at the moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's holding his own there. Do you know what I mean?
Like, even being the furthest away from the camera, he still looks big. So
yeah, absolutely. And that, I mean, when you've got Akeem on this end, that says a lot.
Yeah. He's a dark horse for me. He can definitely beat.
I can't see a top 5 for him. Personally.
Neither can I, but I mean, I do think he can take some names, maybe take out someone like Matt Cooper or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, look at him height-wise.
Yeah, he's big. Yeah, his legs don't look small there.
Of most people, so.
And his structure is big as well. Like he's wider than Hunter and Ian there, you know.
Yeah. Good lines.
His legs don't look small there.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think part of it will play into how tight he maintains his midsection.
Yeah.
How full his low body looks. Yeah, great though. I'm excited to see what he looks like. All right, let's move on to
next up. Matt
Cooper. Yeah.
Always brings a condition.
Yeah.
Not the prettiest of shape.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So his conditioning,
right here,
always great condition. It's something always. I don't know what it is. There's something off about him all the time.
Yeah, I think the midsection is a bit blocky for me.
He doesn't have sweepy thighs either.
Hmm.
He's a bit square in terms of the delts and the chest, and then coming down to the lower body, there's no real outer sweep there. There's a big teardrop, but as you can see in the side shot, like he's lacking that fullness in the side delts.
Yeah,
it's not like he's it's clear that he's tight here, like he's lean, and his waist. It's not like his waist is way blown out or anything. It's just.
No.
That's all.
No, it's not a blown out waist. It's just genetically he has more of a wider waist,
Yeah.
Like there's some taper here from the side as well. Like there's some lines there, but he's just yeah, blocky guy. Looks good here.
It's quite a good shot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't think his posing helps him either.
I agree. I was going to say, like,
Slightly off.
his leg positioning, he's probably losing some leg.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like, especially for a guy who's not got the craziest of sweeps in the lower body, I think he could probably do a bit more in the lower body.
Yeah.
You know?
Could bring that leg close together and twist more, but he probably knows more than we do. So
yeah, and once again, I don't think he's overall like a big guy either. So the problem is with some of the names in this show, some of the big guys as well. You know, we're gonna see we got a ROELLY, we got a Hassan, we got a Shaban. They're all big guys. You know, so I think just on how the shows will go, if you've got a big guy coming in at top spot, there's probably going to be a couple of big guys in the top 5. So I think,
like, okay, so this is from literally yesterday. So the start of his loading phase. Oh, before he even started loading. Okay, so this is him flat, really. Like, this is the tiny.
Yeah, you can kind of tell it is because he's got like a smooth look to him.
Yeah.
If you look through his arms and his midsection, it looks smooth. And obviously he's peeled, so that's not really the case. Like, I think you can see there, like, look at it, how soft the sort of front side looks. He's obviously peeled, so once, like, that's why, because he's flat. So once the carbs come in,
just because nothing's pushing against the skin, right? So
get some food in him, and
I think top 8 maybe,
possibly. We'll see based on the rest of the lineup. I mean, to be fair, this is a good shot.
Yeah, it's very good.
Like, waist is like, yeah, I think his leg position is doing him a solid here, because look how thick he is through here.
The inside of the ham,
and his hamstring is just dense with the leg turn as well. Like, this is a good shot, a real good shot.
Yeah,
Back
very complete.
Yeah,
could do with some more width on the lower lats, but
I would say there's not a lot missing here, really.
No,
not a lot missing at all.
He back doubled better though.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to one of the frontliners for this show, Hunter. Okay.
Looks flat as fuck this morning.
Yeah. That's like a different Hunter to what we've seen, like miles different. I know he's touched on that there was some issues with his flight or whatever. Like that is painfully flat.
Yeah.
Look
like,
at the chest.
Painful. Granted the lighting's dog as well, but
he's got a background the same shade as he is.
Yeah, and the problem is if you go to his back shots as well, obviously that's his weakness. Like, look at that. You can tell that that's quite a way off. But we've all seen in his pictures that he has brought things up. So we just got to hope, because obviously I'm a fan of his. A lot of people are a fan of his. We just got to hope that that is just him being incredibly flat and that he'll come back out.
I think it is the case. I wouldn't be. I'm not too concerned about him at the end of the day. Like, he's in condition. And I think if he's been filling out and it's actually going fairly well, he doesn't need to be maxed out to place well. He's got, I think, arguably one of the prettiest physiques in this lineup.
Yeah.
He's going to stand out regardless, assuming he's like at least 80, 90%, you know?
Yeah.
If he's on, he could be challenging for that top spot, honestly. But yeah, very flat. Very flat. Good.
I don't know whether he is going to give us another update before show day.
I would presume so. I usually get about 10 a day, so.
Yeah.
Is that from yesterday as well? 2 days ago.
That's peak week. Okay.
Even the difference between that and today's is he's pushing hard to get dry, so.
Because you can tell that's still pretty flat as well, you know.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully he can get it back. He's got, what, 4 days till the show?
Yeah, he should be all right.
I think he'll be all I mean,
You know, the condition's not an issue, so he doesn't have to keep digging down. He can fill back up for that. So
I mean, this is him flat as hell, still got all this like vascularity coming through. Like, so
Is the Chicago show in Chicago?
no, Atlanta.
Oh, okay, great.
All right. Yeah, so I think top 3, if he's at least, you know, I think top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't do you actually want to go through the list at the end? What our top 6 is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Sweet.
Right. Next, Joe Mackey.
Big dude.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be very interesting, really, because we haven't seen. I can't recall the last time we saw him in a show.
Yeah.
Did he do one show last year?
Did he do Tampa last year?
Yeah, he definitely did one last year. I believe he's put quite a bit on since then.
Yeah.
He looks
strong as fuck as well.
Yeah.
It looks like he has.
Like, look at that.
Christ.
I want to talk about black man roundness.
How tall is he?
He's 5'11".
Yeah,
maybe
he's
bigger.
high fives. He's definitely high fives. Yeah.
Yeah, at least.
Short. But look how dense and full this is.
Because obviously he's working with Chad Nichols, isn't he? So
yeah. Oh yeah, he is as well.
Yeah.
Christ, that could be deadly, to be honest.
That could be dangerous. Yeah.
like realistically, Chad's not going to bring him in bad condition, is he? So.
Chad knows what he's doing when it comes to the big boys as well. So.
And I believe he's also with Dennis James as well.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
They're doing that partnership again, I think. So
well,
Dennis James is involved in training and stuff. That's usually a good sign, in my opinion.
So that.
But look at this. Like,
it'd be very interesting because obviously he looks like a massive guy on his own.
Yeah.
It's just what's this going to look like next to someone? That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm interested to see what he looks like next to like Max Charles or someone like that.
Yeah.
Show matches up because this is like okay.
Have a look at that side shot. Yeah.
That was from how long ago? Like a couple of weeks ago or something.
Well, you tell me. You're the one on
July the
Instagram.
8th.
July
Okay.
the 8th. So 2 weeks ago.
It feels like he's not. It feels like he's just been pulling it off all the way through. I don't think he's actually. How much is he actually filling up right now?
Yeah. He's probably hitting flat.
75. This is on 75 to 100 grams of carbs a day.
I know, wild.
What the fuck? That's bonkers. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that he's gonna be probably one of the most interesting guys in the lineup. Really, just how he does. Could go either way.
And this is as he's put it. This is him flat. Dangerous, man.
Flat as a pancake, mate. Just casually filling out probably a 5XL.
Big lad.
Look at it. Jesus. All right. Yeah, dangerous. I don't know where he's going to be, but I want to see him next to people before I come to any sort of decision on that, really. Okay, Justin Mackey.
Next up, the other Mackey.
My dark horse for the show.
He's definitely a dark horse. He impressed.
Complete, right?
He impressed a lot of people last year.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's made even more improvements since last year as well. His structure is fantastic. You know, his shape is amazing. I think he needed to work on his back, I believe, last year.
He needs a bit more thickness everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
his ham is nuts.
Yeah.
This hardened up like after a peak week could be nutty. Like,
what show did he do last year? I can't remember.
Oh,
He's with Fuad, right? So
yeah. Was it Chicago?
it might have been.
I like that.
No, yeah, he's coached by Viz, isn't he? Yeah.
He's
not missing anything.
That's big. Like,
yeah, he is very complete. His structure's fantastic. He's got a lovely shape to him.
Yeah.
So I think it might not be his year this year, but I think he's just got to carry on doing what he's doing.
This is him 7 days out. Yeah.
You can tell that's pretty flat though. Just by looking, there's no separation
that was his
through the arm.
Yeah, that was his issue last year, wasn't it? He came in too flat for sure.
Yeah.
Looks good here though. I think.
But it's so flat though. Look out, there's no separation at all.
Yeah, if he fills out.
Yeah, but that's a lot of filling out to do. That's the thing.
That was from 4 days ago. So assuming he started a few days ago, hopefully he's good. Yeah, man. Like, what's this video here? Yeah, peeled. Okay. Jeez. Yeah. Excited to see what this guy looks like, though. This.
It's always. I do have a lot. Like, if you've built your body and there's barely any gaps, that's impressive to me.
Oh, for sure.
Sort of like Ronnie Raquel, if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
Ronnie Raquel.
Oh yeah, I used to love him.
Yeah, he's not missing nothing. You know, more compact sort of bodybuilder, but fullness everywhere. You know, so I hope he brings in a nice full complete package for the show.
Was he Austrian or German?
German.
German, yeah.
Yeah, he did some stuff with the PCA not long ago.
Yeah.
Him and Molnar as well.
Right. Just getting bare cash. Did you see Molnar? Did you see that Molnar got to introduce the Portugal show? Did you see that?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
It was really, really good. Did you see how they introduced the athletes in Portugal?
Mate, every year
it was class.
Every year.
They did that like carousel, the two carousels. Yeah. And before they opened the curtains, Molnar like guest posed at the front.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was class.
It's always in my head. It's always Portugal and the Korean pro show. They're the two.
The Monster Zine.
Yeah, they're the two sort of showstoppers.
I heard that Monster Zine, the production team, are doing the Olympia this year. I don't know how true that is, but if that's the case, that'll be class.
That would be
good.
What you need. All right, Zach Merkel.
Underdog. Here he comes.
This is
pro debut.
Probably the most exciting name in here because looks massive here. Yeah.
Well,
what is this going to look like next to someone? That's the question.
Him and Joe Mackey is going to be a good battle.
I think he's much bigger than Mackey.
This is 7 weeks ago, guys.
Yeah. I've been following the guy since way before he turned pro.
He is a big guy.
Big dude.
Back lat. That
should be goals for you, Jermaine. Nice guy, 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah. Great shape.
Dennis Wolf-esque.
Tiny waist.
Small waist. That's what sets it all off.
Mm-hmm.
Small waist.
Squeepy quads as well. I think he's actually doing himself a disservice with his leg position as well. Should flare his knees more.
Too turned in.
Yeah. Flare them knees more. But that reminds me of like a young Dennis Wolf.
Yeah.
Well, that shot is his name's gone. McCarver-esque. That looks like McCarver there.
Yeah.
Looks like a Dallas shot, you know.
Yeah.
Cannonball belt.
It's gonna be very interesting because he looks fantastic here.
Yeah.
But it's just how is he? We've never seen him on a pro stage. So, but he pipped Nick Walker.
Yeah, it wasn't even really close, really.
But he did Nick Walker all ends, really. So, and Merkel's done nothing but grow since as well. So it's going to be interesting to see.
I'm hoping he's going to come out the gate like we've seen with Nick Walker and like LABRADA, just like start steamrolling a bunch of people. It's going to be interesting.
It's good, man.
Look at that. When was that from? Okay, so this is still 7. This is from May. That is to me.
Yeah. Everything on here is like 2 months old, so
yeah, he's been keeping quiet.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, dark horse. Right. We've got Eslam.
Never heard of the guy.
Yeah, interesting guy.
Egyptian guy, isn't he? Yeah,
we've got some stage stuff here.
Have a look. If he's that size, he's not going to do much.
I think, when was this from? Who knows?
Fuck, you know.
We've got one of these boys. Let's have it. Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, great shape in my opinion. Like structures.
Yeah, it's got good shape, I think.
Yeah.
But that is soft, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Needs about 30 pounds as
I
well.
don't know if I could show this one.
Now we're getting demonetized, mate. YouTube's too sensitive to this.
I have been.
Oof.
Oh wow.
Fire in the booth.
The comeback is always greater than the setback. What's he coming back from? What happened?
The setback with no K, by the way.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Got some kinesio tape. Yeah. Interesting. He likes this pose, doesn't he?
Mm.
He likes his ground.
Well, that picture was liked by Big Ramy himself.
Looking mildly
Photoshopped.
cool son to me. He's got that vibe going to him where he's like.
I mean, he seems to have a big following, you know. Yeah. Apparently he's in Brooklyn, New York. So
really,
that's what that picture was.
He is Big Egypt, though, for sure.
Big Egypt.
Big Egypt.
I don't have a clue. I've never really seen him on stage. So.
No.
Fuck no.
Moving some poundage here.
Have a look.
Is that Cybex hack? Yeah.
Okay.
Could get a bit lower.
Yeah, it's not bad though.
Yes.
No.
Loving those fucking Tim boots, like. Absolutely loves.
All about it. Interesting.
Oh, drops it. Right.
He could come in and win the show. Who knows?
Nice. He's definitely not. Here we are.
Oh, is this Amateur Olympia?
Amateur Olympia.
So is he just turned pro recently? Then do we?
Maybe.
Looks.
He's got good shape to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a bit
I
soft.
like these lines, but yeah,
he needs size. He's got the quads.
Legs are class, yeah.
Got the biceps, even though they look a bit jimmied up. But
They are definitely jimmied.
Okay, so this is from 2017. This is old.
Oh right.
So
yeah, those biceps are Jimmy biscuit.
It's like looking at Milos in '99.
But he hadn't touched his quads though.
Yeah.
Like that, you know.
If he's had 3 years worth of improvement,
Or 4,
and it's been good,
yeah,
then who knows? Could shock some people.
He is Big Egypt after all.
He is indeed Big Egypt.
Who's next?
Businessman here.
Who's next?
Yeah, let's get past. He's flexible. Let's get past this. Let's move on. Okay.
Bigger Egypt is next.
Giant Egypt. Yeah.
Cloud Egypt. Yeah.
I think me and Joe are just praying this guy brings it one day. Like,
yeah.
All the time we're messaging each other saying, "Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen like?"
Yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of his. Like, look at the size on the bloke. Like,
did you? Yeah. Did you hear? Do you listen to Joe Binley's podcast?
not really. Now and again, I catch it, but
On Dominic and Joe were talking after what was the show before the last one that he did?
oh,
The one in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And Dom was like, he needs a new coach. Aceto needs to fuck off because genuinely he thinks he needs a totally different approach to dieting.
it was true though. It is true though.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of people. Well, a lot of people are moving on from Aceto now.
Yeah.
You know, the guy is very old school.
Yeah.
I think he's quite set in his ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very basic stuff. And when things don't work as they always do with everyone else, it's kind of like, oh, we'll just diet harder. And sometimes it just doesn't work. You know, this bloke is eating nothing but like 4 ounces of protein and salad every meal.
He still looks like he's come straight out of Hulkmania. Like,
yeah.
Look at his track.
It's running wild, brother.
Yeah, look at this. This is daft. Like,
but
Jesus.
I genuinely think he's flat for him, and his body's so inflamed from being in such a deficit for so long.
Yeah.
He either needs a diet break or he needs a fucking massive refeed.
Because
consistent.
look on the middle most muscular. Like,
so flat for him.
This guy gets if this guy brings condition, like it's
game over, isn't it?
It is actually game over.
If he pulls a big Grammy, that's it now, isn't it? That's what we're going.
It's not even that. If he comes in full and condition's good, he wins every single pro show that he enters.
Yeah, because
not even comparable.
I could see there were. Well, I'm slightly biased because I really like the guy, but was it the last show? Puerto Rico, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When Akeem won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was smashing Akeem in poses, like smashing him. And it's just such a shame because it's literally just a matter of the condition.
Yeah, you got some shots right there, and
like if you go into the shots, Jermaine, from the show.
Okay.
Just above.
Yeah.
It's just so big.
Yeah.
Like his legs were literally twice the size of Akeem's.
Yeah.
Twice the size. And
the human cloud. It's incredible.
From the side is just Jesus.
I think where he goes wrong, he's in this deficit with just protein and salad and whatever. And then they try and push the carbs too late on the show day or the 2 days before the show.
Clearly flat here, like.
Yeah.
Flat, but spilled as well. Just doesn't look great.
That's what I mean. I think like the pendulum swings so far the other way.
Look, there's no glute lines in him.
Yeah.
No.
His glutes look a bit sog. Bit like
half a diazide.
No, but literally that's kind of what it is, isn't it? You know, like what else can we do? Let's fucking throw a diuretic in. It's literally what it is.
Diazide.
Yeah. Waste of time.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, this is him, and his chest is not popping at all.
No, at all. No, it looks shit.
There's nothing there. Like, it looks like he can't really contract. Like,
who's next?
All right, yeah. So yeah, this is a if he brings it.
This is a top 3 contender without a doubt.
Yeah.
All right, Shaban.
There he is.
Other Egypt.
Even bigger Egypt.
Bigger Egypt, yeah.
Look, this shot blew me away.
Great. Still no lines in his legs. Fuck knows how.
This is him going into peak week.
Yeah.
Like, this is him not filled out or anything. Like,
it reminds me of that other Egyptian guy from the 2000s. I can't remember his name.
I'm going to assume Mohammed. Is
it Mustafa Mohammed?
But yeah, possibly.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Not pretty, but big, round, freaky.
Yes. I think
quads,
I know what you mean.
Massive quads.
To be fair, his condition was even better again in Puerto Rico. Like
there were
lines in his lower, as you can see in that picture there. He was better. He's come on loads. You know, like
mate.
He won a show last year, and everyone was saying it was rigged.
That was the year before.
Was it the year before? Oh yeah,
Portugal.
Pre-COVID. It was the year before COVID. Yeah.
Portugal. Yeah, he beat who did he beat?
Ian.
Beat Ian, didn't he? Yeah.
And he was tamping. Yeah.
This is another one where if he brings like another 2% to his condition.
Yeah, but arguably this is poor. Like the lighting and quality here is poor. It makes them all look soft because everyone looked soft.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Just make a show that shows the athletes off.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's not that hard.
Like, how can you look good with all that crap in the background? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Jack, you've been at both FitX shows, right?
Yeah.
He looks great.
If he did the FitX, he'd be looking fantastic.
It's like I see the picture of Josh Maley with the big X in the background and just everything else is black. He looks brilliant. Yeah, imagine this sort of physique on
that's why. Well, that's why they're doing it, isn't it? Because they know that a black background will bring the best out in them. So,
and because they're savvy enough to use social media away from show day, everyone already knows who the sponsors are.
Yeah.
It's like the Olympia and the big companies.
Who the fuck is looking at the backdrop here going, what the hot spot? Like, no.
He's being kind of out-angled by sponsors. Like that. Like,
Muscle vodka.
Muscle vodka, like.
hotspot.
Yeah. So advice to the Puerto Rico pro: do your advertisement the week before, 2 weeks before, and then just have a black background. Fantastic.
Even just put a line of bottled muscle vodkas across the stage.
Yeah,
That'd look better.
it's him just candid, just chilling.
Yeah.
With Mustafa. Yeah, man. Dangerous.
Mrs. Mustafa got the angle there.
Yeah. Here's another one.
Yeah, let's have a look at that front double.
Draw the picture next to it, Jermaine.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Shaban for me won that shot.
Mustafa not in the pose, but still I don't have him winning that shot.
No. Still a bit big through the midsection.
Was it just me, or did Akeem look a bit thin?
He was as big as the other two, which is why I was kind of a bit mad when he won.
Yeah. He's always in the front lat, right? His shoulders slope really bad.
He looks massive there, though.
Yeah, on that front. Yeah.
Looks huge.
That is daft.
Yeah. I don't get how the delt can look so big from the side and then just been non-existent
so
on the front.
Poor from the front. I think it's the way he has to pose to make his
lat
look okay.
It's like really high,
high
shoulders. So it's just a shelf all the way across with no sort of...
He has to make sure he's spreading wide. He doesn't bring them forward at all, whereas the other guys can afford to bring them forward a bit. I think that's what it is. But look at Hassan there. If he was peeled, look how big that is.
It's like a massive gremlin. It's amazing.
But
have a look, keep going through. Yeah, especially so Hassan's back there from the back is the best. It's just it's not hard enough. His back actually looks like Sassan's from there.
Yeah.
It does help that the other two have weaker backs though.
Look how hard Shaban's glutes are though. Like his lower body in this shot is nuts.
Yeah.
Cut it off from the waist and just the lower body alone across the board. Like he looks on. So it's hard not to reward.
Fucking width on Hassan, Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. He should be winning these shows.
Yeah.
He looks like
Jack. I think we've been saying it for about a year.
We have.
He looks like a guy who, like, you'd think at first on his own would be like a 212 guy because of how sort of wide and stacked he is.
Yeah.
But then he's similar height to the rest of them. Yeah, bonkers. But yeah, no, he's just
Fair play. Akeem's side shots are nuts.
They're great.
The leg nuts.
That's
the leg helps so much.
Show the side leg, yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty nuts shot for Akeem as well.
Yeah. Inside out, like full as mouse, would just be.
If that shot there on Hassan, if he was rock hard, it's like Branch Warren's ab thigh.
Yeah, just sort of smokes everyone.
Yeah.
I will say though, Shaban over here is looking the hardest in this shot, like without a doubt.
Who's next?
Alrighty, we are on to Seth Shaw.
Big guy.
Fucking great mullet.
A great what?
Mullet. This guy, little story for you. This guy voice messaged me a while back.
Yeah.
Asking if I want to be coached by him.
Really?
Yeah, weird. Like out of nowhere, just received a random voice message, and he was like, "Hey man, you got awesome potential. I just think you could do with a few more helping hands." And he said, "I'd be really interested in taking you on board." And I was like, I appreciate it, mate, but I'm doing my own thing, son.
Zach, you're probably older than him, yeah?
I don't know by that hairline, son.
I wonder what he meant by "you have awesome potential." I wonder what he meant by that.
He wants you to be 26-time Mr. Wales and take the title away from what's his face.
Let's leave it there, shall we? Let's not ruffle feathers.
But this looks sick though. Like,
yeah, he's big, man. He's like 6'2".
He's a big guy. He's like 6'2".
You can tell in the midsection, like how he's built. Like, He's got a long torso here. Similar like me, I've got quite a long torso as well.
Oh yeah, I can see the resemblance here, Jermaine.
Yeah. The mullet,
the pale skin.
If I tie my hair back into a mullet,
that's a good side shot there. The hamstring drops really well.
He is good. It's just like it's a similar issue to Johal of years back. Johal's filling out now, but this guy's still got filling out to do.
Yeah. Just a time thing.
He is training at Flex Loser's gym these days. Who's got a good guidance now? You should have taken him up on the offer, Jack.
Is that could have been out there with Flex?
Great vest.
Yeah, he is. He looks like he's just
should be a wrestler.
He looks like he's a large wrestler.
He's brought a t-shirt. He's got like a t-shirt company. I'm trying to remember what it says on it. It says something and cute on it. What's it called?
Okay.
It's got to be on his page. It's got to be on his page. Yeah, huge but cute or something. Huge and cute.
I like that a lot.
Look at him with the shades, like.
Yeah, man.
He has such wrestling vibes about him. I can't get past that. With the mullet as well. And the hairline. Oh yeah.
That looks class. He slays birds if he wants, like.
Imagine him in Central Cardiff. Here he is. What's going on?
He's on the TikTok.
He almost looks like, when he walked out, it's what I imagine Bumstead to look like at 50.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I think Chris has just probably got about the same amount of hair. He just hides it well.
Yes, possibly.
Well, Chris is going the mullet now as well, isn't he?
An asteroid, bit of that.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris's hair's on the way out, man. He'll have to get on the transplant game. That's a good shot.
Or the micro needling. Get that.
Just needs a bit more leg because of the height. That's all.
Yeah, big shot though. Look at that chest. Woo!
Yeah, looks good. He's a bit of a meme lord, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an eccentric fellow. His talents are wasted in bodybuilding. He should be a wrestler.
He actually should be.
You should message him back, Jack. I think he got great potential to be a wrestler.
Can I coach you to that goal?
Who's next?
Next we have Brett Wilkin.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yep.
Can we call him? Can we look at Ivana instead, please?
Yeah.
Just throw that.
Go on her profile.
Great chest and
look at her latest upload.
This is Jack's crush right here.
I may have saved this earlier.
Gross. Behave, Jack. Behave.
Probably my number one on IG. One of them.
Jack's.
I interchange between her and Vivi Winkler. One of the two.
Of course.
I mean, at least Ivana's physique is real.
Yeah.
Hey, leave Vivi alone. Okay.
Right. So if anyone out there who does figure or wellness wants to reach out to Jack, he's taking
getting some trips to Russia.
Getting back on track. Let's
Colorado.
Get back to the show.
She's unreal, to be fair to her. Right.
Yeah.
Get back to Brett.
Why can't I go?
Mystery Usage.
Yes, indeed.
Can we call him a dark horse? Because everyone knows about him.
Yeah,
everyone knows about him. I don't think he's in the potential to win or get a top 3 though.
I'd say not top 3, maybe top 5.
Really?
He could pip a top 5.
If he's on.
Have you written your list as we've gone along? You're going to look at the lineup and you're going to think.
Look at this.
Boom.
It's good.
It is good.
I just think he's going to be too small.
Yeah, but he's going to be tighter than Hassan.
It's true. But
if they go, I have sort of 2 avenues that I think they could go. They could go down the line of Hunter, Brett, maybe throw Rolly in there if he's got his bikini girl waist going on.
So are you saying they could go down the lighter skin guys?
Caucasian dry.
Racist.
Yep.
And the Netherlands, yeah. No, and or they could go down the just sheer mass, and they could go with and people like that. So,
well, my lineup has gone sheer mass.
Yeah.
But what you gotta say is Brett's come from 212.
Yeah.
And like the trajectory he's on is huge.
Was it 212? I thought it was classic.
It was classic, and then he went to 212.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
He's grown ridiculous amounts. His legs are absurd.
He's got good. I could see it actually, like in the lines.
Look at that. Look at the midsection.
Yeah.
I will say, I have Zach Merkel beating him.
Really?
Yep.
Zach Merkel should be bigger overall. Should be bigger. Yeah.
He's going to be. It just depends. I don't know, man.
Because this guy, obviously, Brett looks great here, but like you said, like we always say, when he stands next to someone in the lineup, how is he going to look?
Because he hasn't got freaky round muscle. He's not going to look. He's going to look as big as he is, not bigger than he is. But that is a good shot there. He looks full of there. So
if he comes in and he's full as a house and he's got a tight midsection like that,
this is Open Pro debut as well.
He can catch some people off.
Mm.
Like this with his legs like actually filled out and the muscle pushing against the skin a bit more and it's vascular, like that could be pretty nutty. That looks like he's in condition clearly. Like it's just how full he is and what that'll actually translate. But
either way, he's the winner because he's banging Ivusic. So fucking I couldn't care less if I won the fucking Chicago Pro. I was going home to her. I couldn't care less.
How does this make you feel, Jack?
Like he wants to live by a lake.
Well, no, it just means there's hope for all of us because I'm better looking than Brett Wilkins. So, granted, I'm like a third of the size, but
you've got the quads, I think.
Yeah, you got the legs, Jack.
This time.
Right, let's move on to the.
How old is Brett? Do we know?
He's not actually that old, I don't think.
He's in his 20s.
Late 20s, maybe a 30, maybe.
Yeah. You're what, 25?
7.
Oh, shit. You're getting on, man.
Fuck off. Don't I know, son?
Right.
The
big boy, the beast, the
top 3, 2018.
Hey, ROELLY WINKLAAR. My name's ROELLY WINKLAAR. Yeah.
Mr. Boring. Yeah. Mr. Monotonous, innit?
No, I believe the reason why he's like that is because he had a car crash when he was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think that's actually true. And he got banged on the head.
No shit.
Yeah, I think that's why. So that's why he's always like, oh, yeah.
I just thought he was always fucking stoned.
Oh, yeah, my name's ROELLY WINKLAAR. I go to the gym and...
I mean, there's not much else to say here. This is from 4 weeks ago.
I will say, for the majority, when I first got introduced to him, I did think he was like half Mongolian or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
He looks like massive Jack Genghis Khan.
Yeah, he does. He does. a comic book caricature of Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
And like
this is, I mean, this is 4 weeks out.
Yeah, Diasha said that he looks pretty nuts, and obviously he's not inclined to chat shit.
Yes.
So he's also very critical as well. You know, he's never one to gas people up.
That's
so
what did he say? It was something like, yeah, he looks sick if he holds onto the look in his legs.
Yeah.
And apparently it's legs that is.
He had that knee injury, didn't he, when he backflipped or something?
Yeah.
Well, that'll teach him the fucking donut.
But again, you know, with the legs, he's 40s now.
Yeah.
So
this could be him really potentially going into the end of his career or at his peak.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it this way: if he flops this show,
he's fucked.
That's him fucked. Like,
yeah,
that's it.
This guy should arguably a few years ago. This guy won the Olympia.
Yeah.
He came third, but there are arguments that he should have won.
Yeah.
And so if you go from that to not even winning like a local pro show.
Yeah. I mean, he's people's champ, you know, like I want to see him win. I really do. I want to see him.
Oh yeah, fucking Dubai drops at everything. Yeah, let's go.
It made me laugh. Like I saw on Nathan's stories, like the training. I don't know what the fuck's so special over there.
It's something in the water, mate.
It's not. It's just like relatively hard training, but serious injury prevention.
Yeah.
Like if you watch, like they don't. They can the weights that they're lifting.
Yeah, it's a lot.
They do like 10 reps with them, but they could do 20 if they really got after it. You know, it's just stuff like that. All the guys that go out there have the muscle that they need. Yeah. It's literally just about, can you hold on to it without getting injured? That's literally all it is.
Yeah. I would say that, and I'd also say eliminating every single other variable from your life will undoubtedly yield a better result.
Because there's no stress.
It depends on the person, right? But
I know for me, like if I were to go somewhere and I lived in a flat and I was told all your food has been cooked for you, all you have to do is eat, train, sleep, and maybe watch some fucking Netflix, of course, that would appeal to me as a bodybuilder. Like
it's just like being a student again, isn't it?
Yeah. For a lot of it, just even less.
Look at this picture, man.
Like,
it's like the long lost member of G Unit.
No, this was the bodyguard who rolled around with them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Literal meat shield.
Right, is Roller the last guy?
There was one other guy, but I can't. He's got a private account.
Hang on. Is Ellie Mam doing the show?
Let's check.
There was another Middle Eastern name in the mix, wasn't there?
Is it Muhammad Ali Mam or something like that?
Yeah.
The guy who came second in Indy.
Yeah.
Who have we? I think it might be in.
Muhammad Ali.
Ali Man, yes, that's the one.
He's not. Yeah, but he's not going to be a contender anymore. He did well in the first couple of shows and just faded in every show. Then but
shame.
Yeah, I think so. In terms of
top six,
top six.
Top six. Let's do it.
I think we can all agree it's Royley's show to lose.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to say him first.
Jack, go through your list first.
So Roelly first.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Hunter second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put faith in Hassan coming in a little bit leaner, and if he comes in leaner, he will pip Shaban. So I'll go Hassan, Shaban.
Yeah.
Oh. Then it's a toss-up between some of the white boys.
Yeah.
But then we can't forget Max Charles. So this is where it gets tough.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're gonna have to put Max Charles in there at fifth then.
Yeah.
I think. And then it is literally the white boys' pick for sixth place. Yep. So you can interchange Merkel. But then again, if Joe Mackey comes in peeled, like he's going to be a contender for that sixth spot as well. So it's tough. The top five is a bit easier, and then it's that fifth, sixth, and seventh, eighth that's going to be real tough. Mm. I think second call out is going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
because they're going to have to. They are going to be battling it.
No, let's put it this way, right? That second call out is what has been the first call out for the majority of the season. So that sort of standard of bodybuilding.
Yeah, the caliber's high in this show.
Yeah.
Like a few people have really messed up now doing this show. So.
Yeah. I got Roelly winning the show, Hunter in second.
Yeah.
Shaban third, and then Hassan or Max. If Hassan gets fourth, Max is out of my top six, with fifth place being Zach Merkel and sixth place being Joe Mackey. So, but if Max gets that top four, I don't see Hassan being in the top six.
Because you think they go for more condition then, yeah?
Yeah, following on from that top 3.
Right, I'm going to roll with very similar. Rolly, Hunter, Shaban third, Hassan, Max, I'm going to put 5th. And then I've got Mackie in that 6th spot.
Okay, so we're pretty much in agreement.
Yeah.
Just Shaban and Hassan maybe flip-flopping.
I mean, I'd love to see Hassan shredded and battling Rolly for the win.
That'd be class.
Yeah.
But is it going to happen? Probably not.
Have faith.
If he
Have faith.
comes in just 100% full as a house and they're battling it out.
Well, at the same time, I do want Rolly to win, because if he doesn't win, he's done for.
Yeah.
If he's not winning this kind of show, then.
And I have always been quite a big fan of his. So
I think he's got to win it in style as well.
I hope he does. I hope he smokes.
I hope too. I hope he smokes. I hope he's hard as nails, like back to front. Just
if put it back to the normal screen a minute, I want to ask you guys a question.
Yeah, sure. One sec. There you go.
If Hunter doesn't win the show, do we think he's going to make it to the Olympia at all?
Well, because then he's going to have to do.
He's going to have to beat Ian.
And he's going to beat
The Arnold.
Steve.
What's the
Arnold? Sergio.
No, he's flopped it really. Like it. I bet he was absolutely fuming when he found out that Rolly was doing the show. I bet he was livid. Because the whole time he's been the front runner for this show, and now Rolly's literally just walked into it.
Yeah,
should be winning it. So, but then, yeah, if he doesn't qualify here, is he going to qualify?
Well, what shows have we got left then? So we've got
Texas, which
Texas.
Ian's doing it.
Arnold. There's the Arnold as well.
Yeah, but it's invite only, innit? So Hunter's not on the list.
Oh, is he not? Okay.
No.
Yeah, but could he get on the list though?
It's a bit bullshit then, isn't it? What's the point of an invite? I hate when they do that.
He wouldn't win it anyway. He wouldn't win it anyway.
It's top 3 anyway, but I don't think he'll get top 3. Interesting that.
Yeah. Could he win on points?
Yeah, he could go on points maybe, actually. It's a shout. If he gets a second here, then there's Texas gets a second.
Yeah.
Then again, Shaban and Hassan are so far in the points, and they're both doing the show as well.
True.
Shit, man.
So Cedric's doing the Arnold, isn't he?
That'll be interesting.
That's gonna be good.
Can that fat boy get in condition?
Yeah.
I think it's make or break for Cedric.
What was Cedric's best show, do we think, to date?
2016 Arnold Australia.
Arnold Australia? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
He beat Kai, I don't care what people say.
Kai, yeah.
The posing round.
Should have beaten Kai.
I don't even get that, because Cedric's posing routine was better anyway.
Yeah. And Kai won it off the posing round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bollocks, innit?
I always feel like Arnold thinks that whenever Kai beats Cedric, it's bollocks.
Yeah.
He always gives off that energy when he comes out with like the medals or trophies. He's like, "Oh yeah, so you won off of posing."
Yeah. Who was it that he said, "Let's see that vacuum. Let's see that
vacuum." He said that to George, didn't he? Was it George the Bull? It was like, classic, let's see vacuum. And George is like, oh, fuck.
No, he mugged someone off. Who did he mug off?
I remember.
Oh.
He's mugged off a couple of people. He's done it to...
It was an open. It was in the Arnold Classic Open.
Yeah.
He mugged someone right off. I can't remember who it was.
A winner, no?
It was the winner, yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly.
He just points at his midsection and nothing happens.
Possibly Kai. He's always like bit of a bromance going on with him and Cedric. So
yeah,
not said, but I don't know who else it would be.
Remember when he rubbed his head?
It went viral and people started shitting on Cedric.
Yeah.
Like saying he was being disrespectful and shit, and he's like, "No, fuck off."
Fuck that.
Yeah, man.
Right, boys.
Cool. We're calling it there.
Yeah, man.
Good shit. Boy.
Thoroughly enjoyable, lads. Good to be back.
Yes. Do we want to do a when's the Texas Pro? When's the Tampa Pro?
Not long.
would it make sense if we do an individual wrap up from this?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, we can do a wrap up for this show as well. Let's get on it after the show.
I mean, this is an important show. This is a make or break show for a lot of people. So
It's a very exciting show as well, you know.
The only problem is the stream's like 40 quid.
is it?
Oh fuck
Yeah.
that!
Why?
Someone will IG live it, so who cares?
Yeah, someone's bound to be at the show.
There's just check if Rolly's wife's got Instagram, hasn't she?
I don't know.
I always
I'll tell you who always streams it. Hassan's wife.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Hassan's wife always puts it on Hassan's page, and I think Shaban's missus is quite good with it as well.
okay.
So she'll put it up.
Keep
Yeah.
eyes peeled, boys. And I'll be watching. I will be out this week because I'll be in London at the BMF show there.
What show?
Oh,
Yeah.
What show?
see, no one's put their name in the hat for that.
What show?
The MBF Central.
Yeah, Central.
Oh shit! I forgot that was on.
There's it's because I'm helping out.
Jack, jump in the show.
I'm helping out with some kids. Can you imagine? Guess
Hey, fuck me, if I'd known, I probably would have pushed for it.
Yeah, no.
Right.
I'll be there, but I'll be watching anyway. I'll still be keeping up to date on what's kicking off. So,
But thanks, guys, for tuning into this episode of Stage Talk Chicago Pro Preview with your hosts, Joe, Jermaine, and of course, Mr. Thorburn.
What do you think of the task? Yay or nay?
it's a yay for me currently.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I think currently it's a yay.
I don't mind.
Have
I
you
don't
seen
think it can creep up much more.
Maybe grow it out into a full-on cop, like 80s cop mustache, and see where we're at.
I'm thinking
It's,
if Bumstead can rock it, then I can just
Get
about.
some aviators. Stick some aviators on.
I may even get the mullet back as well.
oh,
Hey,
2010 gang.
aviators, the mustache, very 80s action cop. Love it.
It's Tom Selleck, innit? Brilliant. Right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the wrap up.
Sound in a bit, lads.
In a bit.